Quickly, I crawled along the bowsprit and tumbled headfirst onto the deck. From where I landed, I couldn't see anyone, but the deck, not clean since the mutiny, was dirty with footprints. A broken bottle tumbled to and fro. At the same moment, the mainsail boom groaned and swung aside, and that's when I saw the two pirates. Redcap was stiff and flat on his back, with his arms stretched out like a cross. Nearby, Israel Hands was leaning against a barrel, his chin on his chest, his hands lying open before him on the deck, and his face deathly white.
Have they killed each other?
I wondered. Suddenly, Israel Hands turned and moaned with pain. His jaw was hanging open, and I felt pity for him, until I remembered he had planned to kill us.
Are you all right, Mr. Hands?
I asked, keeping my distance.
Get me
An 8.
And where did you come from?
I'm taking possession of this ship, Mr. Hands.
I said.
Please regard me as your captain until further notice.
He looked at me angrily, but said nothing.
I don't like your flag, Mr. Hands.
I told him. I ran and pulled down their black flag and threw it overboard. The pirate watched me slyly, his chin on his chest. In a couple of minutes, I had the Hispaniola sailing easily along the coast of Treasure Island. I had plenty of water and good things to eat, and I felt better now about leaving my friends. I would have felt on top of the world, except for my companion's scornful eyes and his odd smile full of treachery.
Into the wind!
I swung the Hispaniola around rapidly and pointed her bow toward the wooded shore. I was so busy, I'd almost forgotten my danger, but a sudden uneasiness seized me, and I turned my head. Mr. Hands was coming at me, with the dagger in his right hand. I screamed, and he roared like a charging bull as he jumped toward me. I leaped away, letting go of the wheel, which Israel Hands pulled himself into the ropes with a groan, retrieved the dagger, and put it between his teeth. Then, slowly and painfully, he began to climb. I finished reloading when he was about a third of the way up. With a pistol in each hand, I shouted,
One more step, Mr. Hands, and I'll blow your brains out!
His eyebrows rose, and he stopped.
Ha-ha!
I laughed. The pirate took the dagger from his mouth.
Jim,
He said,
I reckon we'll have to make a deal. I'd have killed you if that ship hadn't beached just then. Bad luck for me again.
As he spoke, his right hand went back over his shoulder. Then, something sang like an arrow through the air, and I felt a blow and then a sharp sting. He had pinned my shoulder to the mast with his dagger. In the horrible pain and surprise of the moment, and without my intention, both my pistols went off and fell from my hands. They didn't fall alone. With a choked cry, Israel Hands fell off the ropes and plunged headfirst into the water.